Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how it's being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the, I think it was the 20th most popular project on all the tabletop games right now. That is One Deck Galaxy. A whole galaxy in one deck. Grow your civilization from spacefaring newbies, ... And I know this is based off the original One Deck dungeon. And I know whatever they were doing in the front end was very, very successful because they had like 1,000+ people who were signed up to get notified when this came active. So hats off to them. They saw a big spike, $151,000, but now we're dipping a little bit into popularity. So I'm very curious to see what they're doing in here. So the first thing I want to mention is I'd like to know the time length. I'd like to know the player count. I'd like to know if this is a expansion or a sequel or a standalone expansion. Hopefully those are questions that get answered relatively soon because right now all I know is, okay, we got some spacey artwork, which I could kind of see. Like, let's see if I zoom in a little bit. I can see it a little bit better. Oh, dang it. Okay, so yeah, we're showcasing off the spacey art, but I still would like to know some of that valuable information. I think that's just good stuff to have right from the jump. Newbies to galactic leaders in the solo/cooperative tabletop adventure. So right there, I feel like burying that is a little bit of a misstep as well. I feel like I get it that... I get it's a space game. I would somehow have mentioned that this is a solo/cooperative game. You know, just from the outside, I think that's always a good thing to do because people love that sort of game. So 3,345 backers. As always, when you go to the video, think of 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
Greetings from the game perfectionizers of Braxicon. We've taken your splendiferous Earth game, One Deck Dungeon, and put it into our game analysis engine. It's consumed over 8 billion pieces of information to enact the perfect changes, like sending it into space! We've heard all your feedback. Low rolls, bad luck,
wait.
Low rolls.
No, your joke was too damn fast. Why am I not winning?
We've heard all your feedback.
I've eaten all the dice, now what? Okay, I like the sense of humor. Little speedy on there. Maybe like an extra 1.5 seconds so I can really appreciate the humor.
Low rolls, bad luck, no problem. Even your least accomplished chance cubes can now be used usefully in our shiny new...
Okay, so I don't like that. They're talking to me about, hey, we've improved the original game by doing this. And this is a very specific aspect of that original game, and most people in our hobby have not played this game. They don't know how this game works because, well, that's just the bottom line. I'm in the know of the hobby. I go to conventions. I cover Kickstarter games, and there's still so many games I don't even know anything about. So I think that leaning that direction I don't think is the best way. I think it should be trying to convince new people to come on in, because if I'm a fan of the original, you clearly have people who are very big fans of the original, which is why you had over 1,000 people right from the jump. I think you need to focus more on those newer people in this scenario, like me, who don't know anything about your game. But you telling me now I can do something with ones, it's like, oh, cool. What's the game about?
Starbase. But why stop there?
Ah, dang it! I think there was more humor I missed.
Starbase.
Send to space, give purpose to baby dice. Your feedback.
But why stop there? Defy simple mathematics. Make everything more. Don't wait to fight a boss. You can have an adversary to oppose you all game long.
I don't even know what we're talking about now. I gotta listen to it again.
Don't wait to fight a boss. You can have an adversary to oppose you all game long.
Whoa! If I knew what that meant, I'm sure I'd be impressed. Like, there's the thing that I'm talking about. That's the second time we've really gone in depth on what this game is about, and both times I'm like, what does that mean?
Race to contain the hungry nebula. Face off against the naval Wooper colony fleets.
Cool.
Battle the optimization calibrator. Evade the preservation. Build a federation. Save the galaxy. Buy now.
I like the attempt at the humor, and I think the humor hit when it did. It was a little too fast, but gameplay-wise, getting me excited about the game, nah. Not there. I mean, and I'm sure that once we go more in depth about what the game actually is, I'm going to be much more excited. But right now, no. So, do I want it? Maybe. Can you do it? Yes. Asmati Games, 22 created, tons of games. We got 2 people in the collaborators here, which is always a good thing. That means we got 3 people that are on the updates in the comments, so we should have some good customer service. Let's see, how many games do we have? I think I've played this game. I'm pretty sure this game is out. So I think at most they might have 3 games out pending, and that could be wrong as well. Let's check. I know that folks have been disappointed in the print quality of the game, and I'd like to apologize. It's never our intent to put our... So one thing that I want to mention is this does not look good. But, like, oh no. But the bottom line is, if this were, let's say, 9/25/2021, then I'd be like, that looks bad. That they're just doing that for this Kickstarter. But no, this is May 12th, 2018, and they're like, hey, there was an issue. We want to solve this issue. Awesome. We're going to be changing factories. They take this on the chin. They take this the best way possible. Good. And I'm not even going to ding them for that. I mean, it is... They tried a different manufacturer. Apparently it didn't work. So let's see how many... But right now we're looking for how many games are outstanding. How many games are currently haven't been released. Because it's always a good thing to know. So, updates 25. It's hot out, and rules are coming hot off the presses. All right, so they're sending out the rules, and this looks like good communication. Let's see, May 12th, June. So it looks like we're getting one a month. April, yeah, so we're getting one a month. Okay. Whatevs, that's fine. 1001 Odysseys. 41 updates, wow. Gen Con digital playthroughs and galaxies. So you can visit our booth at 1425. We're limiting color and story audio cuts. Is the game out? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Is any updates coming soon because of the living overseas? I use transit. We've been updating monthly, but we're still a whole while from shipping things. Okay. So it looks like they got maybe 1, 2, 3 games out. And if somebody knows in the chat, please let me know. It's just easier. Because searching through this is not easy, because not everyone does it like Carla from... Oh, I need to remember the name of the company. Damn it. Damn it. I need to remember the name of the company because I always talk about certain things. And how she does it on her... Oh, God, that's so bad I remember it. Is, you know, this main image, she replaces it with where the shipping status is. So you just immediately know. And I think that's so nice to do. So that worries me a little bit. It looks like we got 3 or 4 games out pending. Comments 97. I'm going to guess this one's not out. Games are on the way. Okay. So it looks like we got 3 or 4. And this is from 2019. Okay. So we're a ways back. So, can you do it? I'm still pretty comfortable. It's 22, and when they did make a mistake, they owned it. The video looks like a mess to me. It's a misstep to highlight faults in One Deck Dungeon, which never bothered me anyway. Yeah, there's the thing. And if I've never... Oh my god, what did I do? I clicked 1 too many times. I do apologize. And if I've never checked out One Deck Dungeon, then it's just like, aren't you supposed to be appealing to me? Like, it's just so odd. It's so odd, because I think this game has a pretty good track record. Alright, and now I'm going to stall for time. Oh, wait, did they get rid of free shipping? Nope, that's not free shipping. Damn it, where is it? Oh, this is so embarrassing. One Deck. There we go. One Deck Galaxy. Alright, here we go. Off the rails there for a second. We watched the video, but do I feel comfortable? Yes. Can you do it because you have a really good track record? Got a couple games out. Doesn't bug me. Zip-zabbed! Much like our video, many portions of this campaign have been enhanced by the zip-zab denizens of Brexicon and the smartest rock people in the galaxy. I hope that means the sense of humor, because I did like the sense of humor. One Deck Galaxy, here we go. Smaller box, I knew that. There's cards, certain number of cards, no idea. Like this image, like, I want to know the price. Like, that's the thing. Like, if this is anything under $25, like, don't beat around the bush. Just slap me in the face with this price. Because I've done polls. Under $25, people just throwing money at the Kickstarter. After the successful One Deck Dungeon and its expansions, awesome, like you mentioning that, we're taking our dice and going to space in One Deck Galaxy. You'll build up civilizations from its humble overworld and growth like its predecessor, One Deck's, is a 1 to 2 player cooperative game that can be expanded to a 4-player kids experience by combining 2 sets. Okay. That's kind of what I wanted to know from the jump. I think that's something that's important enough. It should be on the main image. Especially solo. Like, because here's the thing. Don't assume people know this. Don't assume people know about your game. If you're a dungeon veteran, you'll recognize some familiar concepts, but the game plays quite differently. Strategic long-term planning is now a central focus, and every die can be useful. What's inside? Okay, 40 cards of locations to discover and encounters to overcome. I wish we'd zoom in on this. I want to see what some of this text says. I want to know a little bit more about what's going on. 5 homeworld cards, the beginning of your federation. Once again, zoom in. 5 society cards. Zoom in. I want to see what society cards do. It looks like I'm going to put little things on there. I'm excited. If you zoomed in, maybe. 5 adversary cards. Play against normal or hard mode. Cool. So there's 5 different... Okay, so that's kind of what they were trying to tell me in the video was that, hey, there's this black hole and there's this and that, which means at a bare minimum I'm going to have 5 games playing this where everything's going to be different because I'm playing against a different bad guy, which presumably has their own different asymmetric quirks. I don't feel like that was showcased well in the video. 35 adversary support cards. Don't know what these do because, you know, they're so small. 2 star-based cards and then 30 dice. I get those. Cardboard dice. Cool. The One Deck series is all about packing lots of game to a small box, and Galaxy is no exception. Deluxe upgrades, plastic cards, thicker, more durable, and waterproof. Wow. That's unexpectedly cool. I'm okay. Full disc. Cool. Whatevs. The Deluxe Edition contains 2 component upgrades, plastic cards, and 24 stamped plastic discs. I am really intrigued to see which one of these is more popular. Because in my brain, I say, I'm not impressed by this. Like, it's like, okay, those are really odd upgrades that I don't care about. Like, am I playing this by the pool? Like, so unless these prices are, like $5-6, like something not major, I'm very curious to see which one's going to be more popular. But every single time I say that, the more expensive one just always crushes. So let's see how this one goes. So backer tiers. So 1 copy of One Deck's Galaxy, $25. 1 copy of the Deluxe Edition of One Deck's Galaxy. Really? It's a $20 difference for plastic cards and foil this? And I'm not saying that, like, that just makes, like, why? Why do I need them that more durable? Like, couldn't I just buy, like, $4 worth of penny sleeves? Am I crazy here? So let's see. It says sanity prevailed. Which one of these is going to be more popular? 25, 906, 45, 145. No, that's actually 2 games. Because so there's 2 $45 levels. Okay. Hate it. But let's see. Deluxe, $17.95. What the hell am I doing with my cards? Okay. Whatevs. People have spoken. Moving on. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't ever think, aside from like some party games or stuff like that, where I'm like, man, I wish these cards were plastic. But hey, whatevs. 2 copies of the Deluxe Edition of One Deck Dungeon. 1 full case of 12 copies. The retailer. 1 full case of 12 copies of the... Okay. Add-ons. Quick, clean. So this looks like a relatively clean shopping area. See how popular the ones on the bottom are. People want more than 1 deck. 308. And down here, 12. Okay. 39. Okay, whatevs. So we get into the gameplay. What do I need to know? Shipping, because we couldn't just put shipping right there because the industry standard is to put it at the bottom. But despite the fact it doesn't make any damn sense, why is it the industry standard? Just put it right there. It'd be so quick. So easy. Especially for the fans that were here, the first 1,000 or so that have already pre-registered. They just want to buy. Like, get me in and out. I'm convinced. One Deck's Galaxy is all about choice. It starts with setup, where you'll build a unique combination of homeworld and society types to pair together. Ooh, that sounds cool. This is the most excited I've been about this game since we got on this Kickstarter page with that one sentence, even though it's technically a half sentence. And an adversary to face. Once you've got a few games under your belt, you can even decide to flip over the adversary to its hard mode side. So it's not just that we have 5 different adversaries to play. We have those, but with variable difficulty. So I'm seeing a good chunk of gameplay in my mind right now. In a cooperative game, a small cooperative game. I'm loving what you're pitching here now. I'm in. This one little sentence did more to me than anything else we've seen so far. Every turn you'll be rolling a set of dice to create your pool. These dice can be used for many different purposes and choosing how and where to apply. So here's the other thing. If this is such a beloved original game and you're in fact improving upon the game, I think I would have already shown quotes. Like, if you've got a seal of excellence or you got a really smoking hot quote from somebody, just bam, punch me in the face with those quotes. Because $25, dang it, I'd be leading with that too. I'd have that on the main image. $25, or starting at $25. Because here's the thing. If you're a cheaper Kickstarter backer, $25, 10 games, like, well, we got to see the shipping first. But I think I would spotlight that price a little bit more. And now we're zooming into the cards. Awesome. So I'm getting to see them in all their glory, and it looks like we stack them on top of each other and get symbols on top. This is all looking so cool. There's text, there's more text, and this is so much more exciting to me as a consumer than what you showed me up top where it was just, zoomed out. Influence cost and claimed influence once you've completed a location, yada yada. Cool. Where's the video? Like, it's all great. But I want to just do some dishes and watch a 15 to 20 minute video and decide on this one. At least that's how I shop. Because it's like the text, most people don't spend that long on a Kickstarter page. How much text are they really reading? For a full preview of One Deck Galaxy's rules, our industrious Zibzav have uploaded an Earth-size portfolio document format via the futuristic hyperlink. Jesus. Again, we're going for humor here. But okay, just give me the rules. There we go. So, lots of pictures. Illustrations, examples. Looks like a quality rule booklet. Milestones, action phase. It's a bit long in the tooth, but that tells me there's going to be a heck of a lot of game here. Wow. I'm seeing a lot of game here. And I know this is a smaller rule booklet. It's like one of these. But I'm a fan. Okay. That gets me more excited about the game. Looking at that rule booklet gets me more excited about the game. it makes me say, dang, that looks like a lot of bang for my buck for $25. Playthrough. This summer we played some games of One Deck Galaxy with friends on Twitch. As big fans of One Deck Dungeon, we were excited to see what One Deck Galaxy would introduce, and definitely were not disappointed. More micro decisions per turn adds a lot more depth to the game, and the 4-player variant is loads of fun. And for those who venturing into the galaxy, our advice is to avoid anyone named Mogbog. Okay. So then, I don't know about that. I'm sure there's some joke there, and you have to click on the video to get the joke. Let me know if you think about that. Because I don't think most people are clicking on this. I just don't. And we can check. Like, that's a cool thing. We can go in and we can see. Like, let's see how popular this particular video is. Oh, no, 1,000. That's awesome. Hats freaking off. Excellent. Never mind. So leave the blog. The 1,000 people who are here the first day, they like that joke. They get that joke. Good. But once again, I don't feel like as a newer gamer, I'm being corralled enough in here. I feel like you're just mostly just focusing on the people already here. The perfect successor to One Deck Dungeon. If I've never played it, cool, whatever. Similar enough to feel familiar, unique enough to warrant owning both games. That's a great part of the quote. Interesting strategic decisions come from dynamic gameplay that always leaves you wanting more. One Deck's Galaxy is sure to delight fans of Dungeon and newcomers alike. All right, that's a solid quote. So what is this? Is this the gameplay? Boom. Hour 48 minutes. Awesome. I got 2 gameplay videos. 3 hours? Does that say 3 hours? Okay. Maybe they just, I don't know. We've created a whole website to hold the galactic quantity of information in the game for use both during and after the campaign. 4-player mode. What am I clicking on here? What is this? Take a journey in the stars. Our site, so this is just sending me to your website. I tried to get 4. Oh, so this is all one thing. So I have to navigate through it individually to get to the 4-player mode, and to get to the print and play, and to get to the table set. Okay, whatevs. Welcome to the galaxy. Explore Insula. Okay, so we're getting more into the theme. What do I want? I want a how to play video, if there is one. And I know that I could learn it through that hour and the 3-hour-long video, but there's a short one. I would definitely spotlight that. And I want quotes of the original game a little bit more, I think. And shipping. Shipping be great. So, stretch goals! No, God, I hate this! I hate this so much! Why are these stretch goals buried so far? I'm 18 minutes into this! I should be already, like... When you first launch a Kickstarter, what's the goal? The goal is to fund the game, I think. But, once you fund the game, I think the goal should just be to immediately pivot to getting everyone as excited as humanly possible to make this game go to the moon and just hit, hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. And what does that? What moves the needle is stretch goals. So I think putting stretch goals front and center, putting daily unlocks front and center, things like that. And I know everybody says, you say put everything too high. But, like, honestly, is this right here, is this more important than stretch goals? Like, we could go bit by bit. No, I put the stretch goals on top of that. What's this? Videos? Videos are great, but I think stretch goals go higher than that. This, just how to play, stretch goals, totally I think need to go higher than this. And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody says, like, you think everything should go higher, but it's like, no. Like, go bit by bit on the next Kickstarter you go to, and you think that the stretch goal might be a little bit too low, and say, would I like it above that thing? And I think you'd get it pretty high. All right, especially because these look like stretch goals that are going to be getting excited. Circular info bits. I don't know what that means. Boy, howdy, I love when I don't know what stretch goals mean. Zinco engineers have decided to rebuild the game from scratch. They request your aid. So, circular info bits, what does that mean? Are these additional pieces I'm getting? I thought I was already getting these pieces. I thought these were like fancy pieces on the stretch goal, so I don't know what that. Randomization cubes. So this game didn't come with dice before. Now it comes with dice. How was it handled before the dice? Or are these dice... Wait, so... No, there's 10,000. What was the pledge... Wait, it said 1,000. What? What are you talking about? What was the pledge goal on this? How much were you trying to get? This stretch goal... Wait, what? $1,000? Oh, are you breaking down the cost to make the game or something? I don't even know. What do you mean your stretch goal is $1,000? You're asking for $50,000. The stretch goal area has me befuddled. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. 20,000 hyperviolet cards. Wait, the Zibzab have been informed that humans can't see hyperviolet colors. They have agreed to use visible ink. Okay, so this is humor. We're going humor. But it's more confusing, honestly, I think. Normal ink cards. Regulation, so a rule book, and then the game container. So 50, that wasn't, they're trying to do something different here, and I don't think it... Oh, inverse stretch goals. I don't know what's going on. Stretch goals! Hey, real stretch goals, cool. You have successfully funded One Deck's Galaxy. Oh, was this something that unlocked as we went? Like, I guess, I don't know. That's a really interesting one. It also, $50,000 to make this game seems like a lot of money to make this game. Like, just an absurd amount of money to make this game. I mean, and that's just coming from my perspective of having made a game before. Like, if you're asking for $50,000, that means you're making a boatload of this game. Like, because let's be honest, a game like this, with how many cards we have, you can probably make it for $15,000 easily. Now you're going to be making a much smaller print run, but that's what they're doing. They're a big company. They're like, yeah, we've made 22 games. We're just going to ask for 50 grand, and because they have a loyal fan base, they're doing it. Man, I don't get it. I don't get it on this one. 70,000 Fifth Homeworld, that's a banger. I'd love to see it zoomed in. Fifth Society, another banger. Zoom me in. Fifth Adversary, oh my gosh, so much gameplay. Zoom me in. Campaign mode, and we're getting micro stretch goals. Yeah, this should be exciting. This should be just the kind of thing where imagine, like, if they get to, we're already at 150, why did we stop? Did we stop? Are there no more? Graciously, the Ziv have agreed to be our first proper stretch goal. Unlocked Update 2. They wanted to be in the game or something alongside their Fit Society. And okay, don't send me to your updates. I don't need that. I just want to understand your stretch goal. I don't like that stretch goal area. I don't like the position of it, and I don't like it in general. Especially, did we stop? Was this like one of those ones where you're just like 100? Like we have X number of stretch goals, and there will be no more? Because in that case, at least let me know. Like that was a weird stretch goal area there. Okay, and an inverse stretch goal area, which I kind of like the idea, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd have to be here when it was first launching. All right, galactic goals are up next. Amazing, you've exceeded even Mogbog's wildest weight. So no, it's just like, why would we break up the shipping section into 2 areas? What? Are these specifically only for one version of the game or something? I don't even know. Okay, we'll get to the update. Amazing, you have exceeded even Mogbog's wildest, most optimistic projection civilizations, unlocking all of One-Dex Galaxy's stretch goals. Oh, okay! So they did hit all the stretch goals. So if you had to come up with some truly special galactic goals, see, why even... that's kind of weird to even talk about it. Like, just throw the 200 up there. Like that OGG is different to ODD and not a straight-up reskin, now I'm interested. I'm interested in knowing more about the first game. Like, what made it so great? You have exceeded even Mogbog's wildest most... so what do we get? Challenging scenarios. Galaxy too easy? We've got bonus challenge rules. You can mix and match to boost your adversaries. Okay, so we're getting scenarios. We had 100 grand, and so now you get a scenario in the rule booklet. Yeah, now I can see why these stretch goals are still... Even if your stretch goals aren't the funnest to go through, I still think they should be up high, but maybe I understand a little bit why it is lower. And then the shipping, because that's the last thing that we possibly need to know about, right? I hate it. Our goal is to get your games to you safely, quickly, and efficiently. Luckily, the ZipZab have developed. We're talking about theme. I would like to talk about shipping. We expect this to be early in 2022. Cool. Where's the price? Hey, we go. Here's an estimated chart of what shipping will cost. Our hope is that our freight situation on Earth improves between now and production. Cool. The chart below is for one game. Additional games will increase the shipping cost by just $1. Hot diggity dog. Good for you, Asmodee. That is awesome. And that's another thing. That's another reason why I think the shipping should be higher. When I read that, I'm like, dang it, that's awesome. Because that means that people in the rest of the world, if they get together, they're actually going to be able to do shipping without just getting completely jammed. You know, what is the price of this game? For, let's say you got 5 friends who want to get this game. It goes from being, so 45 times 5, that's what, like $120 or something, to, you know, it goes substantially down. And I just like that. I like that a lot. Awesome. Shipping price in Europe outside of the United Kingdom and European and in Africa may vary. Is that because of the VAT? Our goal is to ship from within regions as much as possible and communicate with backers as soon as we know for sure. As with all our campaigns, if you want a refund before we ship for any reason, we'll give that to you promptly. Cool. That will be collected for EU and UK backers during the backer kit post-campaign, so you will have to pay additional for the VAT, so at least they're letting you know there in the shipping area. Okay. So we got our team. Cool. Backer kit. We're out. Literally, the shipping is the second least important thing. That's not right. Okay. Let's go to the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Let's get out of here and give this a grade. What will the retail price be? Our spend is $30. Okay. I honestly don't think I'd put it there. I think I would have put it a little bit earlier. Like, I kind of... Let me know what you think. I might do a poll on this one. Do you like it when they mention the MSRP a little bit earlier, especially if you're going to save money? Like, oh, we're saving $5 getting the Kickstarter. $31 to ship that. I don't think that's bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, at least for the United States. I didn't look at everybody else. I probably should look at everybody else and stop being such a xenophobe. A-hole. Okay, 15 bucks Canada and Mexico. Yeah, that kind of stinks, but I mean, it's a medium flat rate shipping envelope. This one could be a little bit smaller, but whatevs. UK and Germany, $12. Not the best, but I've seen a lot worse. Europe, 14 to 18. China, 10 bucks, 15, 20. So it doesn't look like amazing shipping, and I imagine it's primarily going to be the United States of America, but then again, most of the time is massively the United States of America. 53 new backers, yeah. 2376 to the UK, yeah, that's big. Okay. FAQs, updates, comments. Let's get out of here. Will future content be available in Deluxe? Yes, future expansion should have a crowdfunding sim, so with plastic cards. Apparently that was... And here's the thing. They put it there because people asked for it, I'm going to guess. And I don't get why, but I don't sleeve cards, so maybe it's just me. What are the recommended ages for One Deck's Galaxy players? 14 plus. This will be on the packaging. That's such a crappy answer. Like... When I ask that, I'm not like, will my 13-year-old choke on it? No, I want to know, can my 13-year-old play it? Like, can I play it as a family game? And that's another thing that I think they didn't do well. And quotes can do so much. Quotes can do so much to tell you so much about a game, because this sounds like a really fun game to play with my 9-year-old. Can I play with my 9-year-old? And there we go. So once again, I need to remember not to use... I upgraded my PC rig, so I thought I could use Google Chrome to do streaming, but apparently that's still not the case. I gotta go to stupid Microsoft Edge. Base pledge, 19 euros, shipping 10 euros. I'm probably waiting for retail. Yeah, if you're outside the United States, that just makes a lot of sense. 2 hearts, 11 hearts. No, excuse me, comments. No comments. Oh, that's a bad update. 2 updates, 8 updates, 4 updates, 4 updates. So these aren't smashing updates, and you can tell because there's 3,347 people, and the most people you can get talking is 11. Like, these are people who were here day one. They wanted to know when this game was coming out. They clicked on that little button. They took that little extra step, and maybe you greased the wheel through some email newsletter or whatever. But the bottom line is you had a lot of excitement leading off into this game, and I feel like this update section, along with the Kickstarter page, is really not capitalizing on that much. Like, you said something that quite literally no one had anything to say anything on. There are 3,000 people right here. You just screamed into a room full of 3,000 people, not one person said anything to you. They gave you 36 hearts, which is great, but I think you always need to end on a question. Always, 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 because you got to tickle that Kickstarter algorithm. It's so easy to do, but so many people don't do it. It blows my mind. And once again, why is that so important? Because do you want to come back? Like, I don't know. Like, the stretch goals didn't make me want to come back. The update section's not really exciting me. Let's see what this one is. This is the big one. This is the one that has the most comments, and they even... no, they alluded to it. So we got campaign sell sheet. So campaign sheet. What is this? I'm sure you're excited to see the concept. Without further ado... Oh, so we have a stretch goal for campaign mode. Wow. Okay, this is exciting. Here's a campaign sheet. This looks like it's going to add a good chunk of game to here. This is really cool. I didn't get this coolness from your stretch goal section. And how many people are going to specifically update number 6 before they back this? I just think you got to put it on that front page. You got to put it on your story. Varied sheets, cool. 25 sheets that are different. So we're getting 25 sheets here. We're getting a pretty we're getting good chunks of game. Each galactic gauntlet only lasts for 7 games. Your goal is to defeat as many. Wow, what are we adding? The gauntlet seems like a good opportunity to have a semi-randomized generator on the website. Definitely agree. And then here you are. You're churning it, though. So people are talking. We got a couple diehard fans here, but for the most part, it's just you churning it. It looks like those are some kind of mini campaigns of 7 runs. Is there any plan for a more permanent campaign progression similar to Odd? Okay. So not a fan of the update section. Let's check out the comments. I'm going to guess they are going to be responsive on it, though. Yeah, awesome. Lots of green rectangles. Let's see if there's anything of note to say. I'm considering on buying Odd and Odd. That's the other dang thing. Duh, golly. First thing that I really thought about when I thought about this was, okay, is it a standalone expansion? Is it a sequel? What's going on? Is it something I mix with the old one? And then also, can I buy both of them? And I don't think that was, is that a pledge level? Is that one where I can get both of them? 1 game. 2 games, but that's to get 2 of that, so you can play it up to 4 players, I believe. The plastic game, 2 plastic games. So yeah, let me see. Then what is it? Empty case of games. So no, you can't even get both games. And I feel like that's, and maybe there's some behind the scenes stuff, which is why we can't get both games. But let's be honest, if you had like a $45 level there that was like, get both these games, and you're new to this, and you, assuming that you actually did like a great job of selling me on it, which I don't think the video did, but if you did, I think that's a great pledge level for people who are newer into this. I just don't feel like it's aimed at people who don't know about One Deck Dungeon well enough. Which sucks. Do you expect to have some odd FOS in the backer kit as an add-on? We hope to have the odd series in the backer kit. So yeah, and that's people asking, hey, can I get some of the old stuff? What price would you expect it to be in the US? And I think maybe that would be a nice little add-on thing, because I think if you put them on as add-ons as well, you're more likely to hit your stretch goals, and it's just, well, granted, they did hit all their stretch goals. They just didn't have enough planned, it looks like. Well, they didn't have enough planned. Well, clearly, if they hit it, and then they're like, oh, shoot, we need to pivot right now. We need to make up some malarkey and, jump $100,000. That tells me that they said, oh, yeah, we actually do need to have higher stretch goals, which is why I think this is the kind of thing where you should plan it out so far in advance. Hi, team. Is there any chance of being able to order add-on copies of the game at 50% off, i.e. 15 for standard, 25 for deluxe, if we have already pledged for a minimum of one case of 12 games? That's such an oddly specific rate. Question. But they're on it. They're on them. Great. Okay. So in the end, what is my final grade on this campaign? Do I want it? I think that's, like, the price is great. How much is it? $25. I don't even think twice about it. But like $31 for this? I don't feel like I was convinced. And if you're trying to get me to get that $45 version, $51? Hell no. I don't feel convinced. And that's from someone who's never played the game. But I like there's tech trees, there's text, there's cool stuff. I just don't feel like it was sold well to new people. So, can you do it? Yeah. Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. How much is it? I feel like it's a solid price, even though that $45 one just blows my mind. But plastic cards, people want the plastic cards, give them the plastic cards. No problems with that at all. So in the end, I'm going to give this one D+, I think. Like, as someone who goes to every single Kickstarter that I go into, wanting to just be wowed and be like, I want to back this, I didn't feel like this gave me those feels. But let me know what your grade is in the comments down below. And in particular, let me know if you played the original One Deck Dungeon, and if you think that skewed your opinion one way or the other. I'm very interested to see where I fall on the divide on this one. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.